Good morning. Today I want to give you a quick idea or inspiration about how to include your active flexibility in some of the yoga mobility things that we will flow through today. And I also invite you to really listen to your body and try to internalize the cues that I'm giving and feel them from inside out. It makes such a big difference how the quality that we bring into our movement affects our practice. And I would love for you to experience that. But before we start, let's close our eyes and find a space to listen from inside. Feel the breath moving. Try to make the exhales longer than the inhales. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Allow that space of connection to unfold through your practice. Open the eyes gently, let the hands drop down. We come on all fours, on our mat, on the floor, however you like to practice. Spread the fingers as wide as you can, find the shoulders over the wrist, stack the toes under. Let's just open the right side body by pushing the right shoulder slightly forward and elongating the right side by crunching the left. Bring it back, opposite direction. To the center, come onto both fingertips. Arch the spine, pull the shoulder blades back. Bring the head slightly back if you wish. Exhale, place the hands down. Push the floor away, look towards your navel. Neutral spine. From here, shift to down dog and just find a moment of stillness. Try not to adjust in the first one. Just feel the ground. Feel the body aligning with the breath. Lifting the right leg up. Nothing moves. The shoulders stay in down dog position. You just want to pull your right knee into the chest. Actively compress. Right leg lifts. Make a big step into your low lunge. Come onto the fingertips, lifting the heart high. Exhale, straighten the right leg, pyramid pose. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, straighten. 1 more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to step it back. Down dog. Same thing on the other side. Left leg lifts high. Pulling the left knee in to the center of the body. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Low lunge. Come onto the fingertips. Length. Both legs straight. Rebend. Both legs straight. Rebend, last one. And then step it back. Down dog. Roll forward into a high plank. Find a very active high plank here. Pushing into the hands, flattening out the spine, squeezing the legs together. Where do you feel the posture? Bend the knees slightly. Roll to the left side. Lifting the right hand up. Keeping the stack. Try to make it about the shoulder. The hip stays low. Find the balance. Other side. floating, rolling, pushing. If you want, lift the left arm high. Back to center plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Stay here for another breath. And slide forward in your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath here. Audible exhale if you like. Step or jump yourself to the front, lengthen the spine. Exhale, drop everything down to the floor, shake your head out, shake your shoulders out. Roll all the way into a standing position. Before we move on here, parallel your feet hip width apart. Reaching the arms high. Try to get as long as you can in this position by lifting the arms overhead. Suck the navel in before we squat down to a chair. The back wants to stay straight. Sit as low as you can, so you can bring the left hand to the knee and reaching the right arm back. Pulling in opposite direction, staying connected to the belly. Both arms lift, other side. Both arms lift. Let's go for a transition. The right leg lifts, squeezes into the body, hold onto the knee, open into the twist. Being connected with the core allows that transition. Bring it back. Try the other side. Shift the weight, hold, and then open. You know where you are. Bring it back to chair. Exhale, roll, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step it back, high plank. In your high plank, without changing the high plank, bring the right knee to the outside of the elbow, straightening the leg, move it back. Other side, left knee to the elbow, straightening it out, all the way back. Lower the knees, sit over the heels, reaching the arms long for just a breath. Bring it back, hips and knees aligned, walking the hands forward, slide into a puppy pose. Bring yourself back up, down dog, right leg lifts. Think about the squeeze that we had. From there, place it into a high lunge. Reaching the arms high, extending the pose. From here, draw the shoulders down, open that heart. Inhale, lift, both legs straight, active pyramid pose. Windlet open, warrior two. Right arm to the thigh, push into the thigh, reaching the left arm high. Keep that squeeze in the right side body. Extend the right arm and the right leg, Trikonasana. Inhale, we bend, easy warrior two. Windle it down on the inside, push out of the shoulders, floating the right leg for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Hips up and back, down dog. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts. Squeeze it into the center line. Make a big step, high lunge. Floating the arms high. Squeezing the hips forward. Pulling the chest open for a breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, active pyramid pose. Windlet open, warrior two. Find your stack, bring your left arm down, extend. Left arm, left leg straightens to Trikonasana. Bring it back up, warrior two. Windle it down on the inside. Push the shoulders, bend your straight leg, but hold for 3, 2, and 1. All the way back. Stay in your high plank. Bend the knees. Lower the chin and chest. Stay here. If you feel restricted already, otherwise moving the arms out into your puppy pose that goes a bit deeper in the thoracic spine. Bringing both hands back under, squeezing the elbows in. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now in your down dog, shake your head out, maybe wiggle your hips, wiggle your whole body. And then find a moment of stillness again. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Drag yourself up by rolling through the spine. I'm going to do one thing in standing. And it's the same that I mentioned in pulling the leg into the midline. The tendency for the body is to kind of round and make it small, but then we lose the active contraction. So we'll play with that. Place your thumbs and your fingers, one on the rib and the hip. Ground your left foot in the floor. Already here, you want to feel an open space and a nice flat spine. And then you drag your right knee into the chest. Avoid leaning back or forward. Really use the pushing into the bottom leg, the lifting of the top leg to feel the squeeze in the abs. Very nice. Same thing on the other side. Ground that foot. Lift. See how the torso stays in the midline. Squeeze as high as you can. Keep your facial muscle relaxed. And release. Very nice. Shake it out. We do something similar with the external rotation of the leg. So you want to bring the toes pointed to the floor and the heel turning in, meaning you have an external rotation in the leg. Same thing here, try to lift, lift, lift without going to the side. Stay in the center, feel the side obliques. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. We shift the side, right leg down, find the toe point and the rotation first. Before I go, I even feel the belly button lifting in and up, so it's easier for me to lift the leg. Still, not easy. Maybe you have to do many years of ballet to get it easy. Exhale, let go. Very nice. Take a few hip circles, right and left. So the outside of the leg can release the belly as well. Find back to the front of the mat, feeling your legs putting some weight into the floor, reaching the arms overhead. Pushing into those legs, lifting the torso up, leaning slightly back. If you feel it in the lower back, don't go any further than that. On that point where you feel like, okay, now the next curve would be the lower back, just bring the hands down to the side and pull the shoulder blades together. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the arms up, pulling from the core to standing. Exhale, lower it down, give yourself a release. Bend the knees, come all the way into seated position. We'll work on the same that we did in standing. So legs are forward and a pike, seated pike. You can have the hands next to the side, mainly to tell your body where the shoulders are aligned on top of the hips. You drag the right knee in as close as you can get. If you have a slidey floor, you might be lucky to slide it a bit closer. Feel that muscle inside. Exhale, release. Other side, sliding the left knee in, drag, drag, drag. At the same time that I'm dragging my knee, I'm energetically trying to bring my chest forward. Exhale, release. Maybe shake it up. We do the side leg, same idea. Hands are on the side, aligning the spine, lifting the right leg up, pointing the toe out, the heel in, crunch it out to the side. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Left leg lifts, externally rotate the leg, and then move it out. Hold. Breathe. Bring it back. Reaching the arms high, finding the length in the belly button here as well. With a nice flat spine, try to actively hold your pike. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back up. Place the hands in between the knees and legs. Try to lift both legs up at the same time. And release. Bend the knees, shimmy it out right to left. Let's bring it down to a laying posture on the floor. Reaching the arms overhead. Usually what happens is that the shoulders, as we lift them overhead, the ribs also want to stick out. So take the ribs down to the floor, close that gap between the floor. If your shoulders lift, you know that you have to work on your shoulder flexibility. The left leg out, long, the right knee rolls in. We try what we did in standing, pulling the right knee in without lifting up. So hold that squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out the right leg, externally rotate the toes up and try to bring it down to the floor. On the lowest point, try to squeeze the leg a bit higher. So feel the side obliques. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice, bring it back. And lower the right leg. Keep the ribs in. Do the other side. The right leg is pushing out, the left leg is pulling in. Extend the arms overhead, get that length. Keep the breath going. Straighten the leg, heel in, toes out. Find your active flexibility here. Leg out to the side, bring it a bit higher to the ear. And break to the center. Both legs down. Arms down, shimmy right to left. Bend the knees, come onto the heels. Arms can stay on the side, lifting the hips up, opening the front of the quads without arching. Try to just breathe into the activation of the back by being on the heels. And then slowly lower your body down. Take behind the knees. Give yourself a rocking motion to come back up. We want to sit with the legs a bit wider so they are more than hip width apart. I showed from the side and then afterwards from the front. You want to find your hands to the ankles and the knees on the inside of the knees. That allows us to pull and push at the same time and flatten out the spine. You want to find a way to get your knees kind of closer to the body. Stay there if you already got it, otherwise from the front, knees out, pull. The chest wants to open. You push with the elbows into the knees into the elbows. You lean into that. It's an active stretch. Hold for one more breath. And release. Very nice. Straighten out the legs. Shimmy yourself to have a comfortable seat. The hands stay just in front. And then lifting the right leg. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bending the right leg, sliding it in. Holding with your left arm, the front of the shin, and lean to the left. The right knee is pointing up. And bring it back. Other side, lifting the left leg high. Push into the floor, keeping your chest upright. Just one more breath. Very good. Bending the left leg, holding with your right, and opening the right arm. Just to open that side body. And release. Both legs out. Placing the hands down without leaning or rounding. Try to lifting the legs up. If you need them bent, it's also fine. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release. Wiggle it out. Stay soft. Go from side to side. Get your legs together. Hold behind the knees. Round the spine this time. As long as you can round, then lifting the arms forward. Lifting the heels slightly away from the floor. And then roll yourself all the way down onto the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest. Make yourself into a ball. Keep that ball, releasing the arms. Squeeze the knees into the chest as active and strong as you can. And then release yourself into a resting pose. Arms long, legs long. Let all the tension fade away. Let all the work integrate into your body, into your system. Focusing on quality, we might feel different things than we're used to in our practice. Our intention stays the same. We listen from the inside out. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Hold that space of connection.